Welcome to Amit Gate classes. In the last class, we have seen how this time complexity is very important. We have seen that if you are writing good algorithm, we can change the time drastically. We have also seen, we have taken 3 examples. One example was taking more than 100 days. Or second example was taking nearly time in seconds. That means this calculation is very important. Now the next thing is how to calculate time complexity. So in this lecture, what we are going to see, if any program is given to you, how to check time complexity of that program. Before we'll see how to time can be calculated, we'll see how can we solve a problem. A solution can be written in 3 ways. 1, sequential solutions. Second, solution based on control statement. Do you know what is control statement? Control statement where if and else is required. Control statements. Third is iteration based problem. Iteration based solution. So whenever you used to write program, you used to write programming under 3 categories. There are some problems where all statement, let's say I have written a program, 10,000 line of code is there. How many lines are there? 10,000 lines. Each and every line is independent to each other. So as we know, the execution of the program will start from main, and every single line is going to be executed. Since every line is independent to each other, so if 10,000 line is there, just take an assumption that one line is going to take 1 millisecond. If we are going to execute one line program, let us say our processor is going to take how much time? 1 millisecond. So in this program, how many lines are there? 10,000 lines are there. So this program is going to take how much time? 10,000 milliseconds. So this is time complexity of this problem. What is time complexity? The amount of time your program is taking for its execution is time complexity. Now tell me one thing. If I am going to run this program today, how much time it is going to take? 10,000 milliseconds. If I am going to run this program tomorrow, still it is going to take how much time? 10,000 milliseconds. If I am going to run this program day after tomorrow, still this is going to take how much time? 10,000 milliseconds. If this point is fixed that one line is going to take 1 millisecond, every time I am going to execute this program is always going to take how much time? 1000 milliseconds. So in any case, if a program is taking constant time, time complexity is a term where you need to represent approximately how much time this program is going to take. So this program, every time you are going to execute, this program is always going to take how much time? 10,000 milliseconds. So if any program is taking constant time, you can write time complexity as O1. What is this big O? We'll see in next lecture. That means how to represent complexity. If I'm asking how much time this program is going to take, you need to simply see the program. If in this program no loop is there, no control statements are there, that means this is a sequential solution. Every line is independent to each other. That means every line of this program is going to be executed. Since one line is taking 1 millisecond, 10,000 lines are there. So it is always going to take how much time? 10,000 time, and this execution time is constant, and this one is representing as constant. So if somebody is saying my program is going to take order of 1 time, that means how in conclusion you will get that this program does not contain any control statement or loop. This point is clear? That means any program can have constant time if it is going to run. If I am going to run this program, if I can analyze that how many times this program is going to run, and every time it is going to take same amount of time, that time is known to us, so we can say order of 1. So in any case, if anybody is giving you any program, So you can answer this question in 1 second. If I'm asking, I have a program where no loop is involved, no control statement is there, and I have a 2 lakh line of code. What is the time complexity if one line is taking 1 millisecond? So we know, since all lines are independent to each other, no loop is involved, no control statement is there, so you can directly write constant time. No need to measure the time, because every time the program is going to take same amount of time. So how to represent complexity? O1 means what? My program is going to take how much time? Constant time. So if we can calculate the exact time of a program, we can say the program is taking how much time? Constant time. This point is clear? Wonderful. Now second example. In this case, I have taken a loop that is going to run 1 to n, and the value of n is going to be taken by user. That means, now if I am saying one statement is going to take 1 millisecond, how many times this printf is going to be executed? How many times? That is purely dependent on this value. If user will give n is equals to 2, this printf statement is going to be executed how many times? 2 times. If user is saying n is equals to 4, then how many times this printf is going to be executed? 4 times. If user is saying n is equals to 10,000, this is always going to take this printf statement, printf is going to be executed how many times? 10,000 times. That means the time of this entire program, I can add some more things in the program. Let's say there is a for loop. After that, 100 more lines are there. Now try to evaluate how much total time this program is going to take. This input statement is going to take one amount of time, because every single instruction is going to take how much time? 1 millisecond. So this is fixed 1 millisecond. Here 100 lines are there, 100 millisecond. Every time fixed. But what is not fixed in this way? Here we don't know how much time this for loop is going to run, because this printf statement future is totally dependent on this value n, and this value will be given by the user. That means I can say 100 seconds, millisecond, these lines are going to take 1 millisecond, this much. That means this program is going to take 101 millisecond plus. This for loop is purely dependent on which value? N value. That means if n is equals to 2, this is going to run 2 times. If n is equals to 4, this is going to run 4 times. If n is equals to 10,000, this printf statement is going to run how many times? 10,000 times. So I can directly write, because if n is 100, 100 times. N is 200, 200 times. So every single instruction is taking 1 millisecond. So this loop is going to run how many times? N times. So I can write n millisecond. That means complexity of this program is what? Order of n plus 101. Now, whenever complexity is given in front of you, how do you do the analysis? If I am saying my program is taking order of n time plus, let's say 532. What does it mean? In this program there is a loop that is going to run n times, because this iteration, this value is not fixed, that's why n is there, and this 532 means this is sequential statements which are available in the program. Now I told you in the very first example, this is a constant value, and constant value can be written as what? N plus 1. This 1 is constant. Now compare these two, n and 1. This n can be anything. This n can be 10,000, 20,000, million, trillion. So if you compare n with 1 or n with any constant value, this n can be very large. Since we are calculating complexity, how much time my program is going to take in worst case. Remember, because I forgot to tell you that whenever you are calculating time complexity, we are not supposed to calculate time complexity in a best situation. This is the next topic that we are going to study, what is worst case. So whenever you are writing any algorithm, always think in which dimension. What will be the worst situation? The worst situation is what? If n is equals to 1, this program is going to take constant time. This is going to take 1 time, 100 times, this much only. That's it. But In worst situation, this program, this value of n can be 10 million. So in that case, this I am writing, this can take n millisecond plus 1. If you compare n with 1, n is very high. So whenever you are representing complexity, and if you are getting these kind of term, you can ignore the smaller term and you can directly represent complexity order of n. This order of n can be written as order of n plus 1. This 1 is what? Constant. Same thing I can write order of n plus, let's say 532, any value, because every value is a constant, I can write anything. So I can ignore these terms, I can directly represent complexity is what? Order of n. This point is clear? Okay. Let me take another example. One more thing, after this class, whatever query you have in your mind, whatever question, please Google question based on time complexity for iteration based problem. Throw every question in comment box, or you can email those questions on at Amit Gate classes. And every Sunday I am going to pick all the questions. Most of the questions directly I am going to take it, but you can also throw all the questions. Every question is going to be answered sooner or later. Now, let me take another example. Mean, let's say I have a loop int n for I is equals to 1 to n, printf Amit. I have another loop for j is equals to 1 to n, printf Sumit. Now, if somebody is saying what is the time complexity of this program, and condition is saying one single statement, one statement is going to take how much time? 1 millisecond. Now see, this for loop is going to run how many times? N times. That means this is going to take n milliseconds. Similarly, this loop is going to run how many times? N milliseconds. So this is also going to take n milliseconds. So in total, how much time? 2n milliseconds. 2n milliseconds. This is the complexity. And whenever you are representing complexity, please ignore constant term, because this n is very high in compared to 2. So in spite of writing 100n or 1000n or order of constant n, we can ignore this constant value. You can write complexity is order of n. What is this big O notation? I'm going to cover, so do not worry about this notation. Only focus on this, how we are doing the time complexity problem. This point is clear enough? We'll be covering a lot of exercises, so not to worry. So one thing I hope that everybody is getting, what is time complexity? How do you explain time complexity? How much time my program is going to take in worst situation? That is going to be the time complexity of my problem. Let me take another example. Let us say I have a main function, and in main function I have written input n. After that I am writing for I is equals to 1, I less than n, I is equals to I into 2. And then I have written printf. After that 100 lines are there. Now how to calculate complexity of this program? Situation is same, one instruction is going to take 1 millisecond. Now time complexity of this program, these 100 lines are always going to take 100 milliseconds, so this is fixed. The main thing is what? We have a loop and we don't know how many times this loop is going to execute. That means I can easily write this is going to take 1 millisecond. So I can easily write time complexity is dependent on whatever time complexity I will, let's say t is the time that I'm going to calculate from here, and then plus 101. Now what is the thing that we need to calculate? How many times this loop is going to run? How many times this loop is going to run? And as I told you, these constants are supposed to be eliminated. So I'm not supposed to write in this way. I can write order of whatever value I'll get from here, I can directly write over here, and that is going to be the time complexity of this program. One more thing is that before solving this question, if somebody is saying one student has written a program of 1000 lines and one student has written a program of 5 lines, which program is better? So don't give straight away answer that a program with minimum line is going to be better. Why? Because please ask, is there any loop involved in both the programs? Let's say student 1 has written a 5-line code where a for loop is involved, and student 2 has written a 1000-line code where no iteration is there, no control statement is there. So how much time? I told you in the beginning, if any program does not contain control statement or loop, this is the most efficient program. This is always going to take how much time? Order of 1, constant time. This may take some amount of time, but if the running time is always going to be what? Fixed. This program is having a for loop. That means the future of for is going to be dependent on this value, how many times that loop is going to run. That means we need to calculate what is the time complexity, how much time that for loop is going to take. That is going to be the time complexity of the program. So this 5-line program can have very high complexity in compared to 10 million line program if there is no low loop involved. That means if I am saying write an optimized program, so optimization will not come from minimizing the total number of sequential line. How can we optimize this loop? That is called program optimization. We have to optimize this loop because maximum time we are spending in loops only. My point is clear enough? Okay, we'll talk everything once we'll be talking in detail. Right now we are in the process just to how to calculate complexity of any iteration based